What you guys need to understand are how hard it was for our forefathers to be a black man in America. Now, Willie Lynch letter was real, was factual of what they did and how they own us and how they want a population and how they wanted a land of their own. See, Thomas Jefferson didn't want two governments, didn't want two presidents. They wanted a land that they can rule. Even though you guys thinking that Abraham freed us from servitude, yes, he did. 1865. From our father's servitude slavery. And with that, Abraham Lincoln life was taken. And see, what kind of freedom do we have today? So, when you said that you was free, but when I'm saying free, brothers and sisters, I'm saying free from the oppressor. See, we are not free as long as most of us continue to integrate with our enemies. And see, we are love with the enemy. Now, if God send down this judgment on the enemy that you are in love with, most of you say, no, I can't go with you right now until I can bring the enemy with me. Yes, this is you. And some of you will say, well, not right now, because I'm in love with the enemy. Don't you see that he teach you nothing but filth and evil? See, brothers and sisters, what you need to understand, 24 hours of your day, you may have a good job, and you may be on the radio 24 hours a day, on the TV, on the radio station. And the enemy, he's asking you about your personal self, about your desires, trying his best to get you to go with him. Now he's asking you about your sexual desires. But see, they say that I'm the guy but the guide to what? Because they only lead us into evil and filth. See, a lot of us still have dreams, of these American dreams. You go to Hollywood and you a new booty in Hollywood. You don't know nothing about the industry. So they take you into these rooms, in these private rooms, mansion house. And there's nothing but executives, directors, and they sit down with you to negotiate. You ain't never went to this kind of party. You seeing it for yourself. They offer you drinks. You see marijuana. You see anywhere from crack, coke, any drug of choice. And they take you into these rooms and you don't know what's going on. They got you hallucinated. Now you're not in the right state of your mind. And you not knowing that they can just expose you at any time. So now you are followed with these executives under direct order. You know, they shape you up, make you look good. Now money talks. So the money they offer you, they know that you would take it. And see, you're in this mess that you taking an oath. And see, in this time, you can ill afford to sell yourself out. And since they make you into their bait, they gang rape you, pass you on. And you see, brothers and sisters, Will Smith, see, Quincy had him in Magdala. See, the industry is full. 95% of the industry is full with homosexuality. Just look at our black people. They dress them up in a third of a dress. Nudity, I've been saying, is originated from the white man. So how can they tell you they the guy when they lead you to this? Kevin Hart, dress in a dress. Just look at Jimmy Fox, dressed in a dress. Medea, Martin Lawrence. Look at Terry Crews. He can say all of a sudden that how he been sexually assaulted, and they already made him into a clown. You know, you got him with wigs and lipstick. Shame. See, industry, this is what they offer you. And even if you represent LA, the Lakers, they trying to make you into a homosexual. LeBron on progressive commercials with a wig on, Russell Westbrook. You see, we gotta wake up. Because you what he made you. I said we gotta wake up. If God would tell us at this time, well, I'm finna offer us a heaven for us, and we close in that fourth quarter into the finish line, how are we gonna finish our race? Paul says run in the race that when he ran, see, brother, what you have to understand, no matter how you run, if you run awkwardly, it's how you finish your race. You can be in ninth place running a 400 relay. And if you dedicate into the race, you're not caring how you started to run, but it's how you finish the race. See, Paul says, I will fight a good fight. I will finish the race. But now there is in store a crown of righteousness that only the righteous judge will reward, a permanent place. See, once you understand that you have fought a good fight, and you have finished the race, and you have kept this faith, see, now there is in store a crown of righteousness that only the righteous God can reward you, a permanent place. But how you get rewarded? Your reward comes doing the work of God. See, Jesus, when they came to him and says, well, your mother and brother and sisters are outside waiting for you. Jesus says, well, who is my mother and who is my brother and who is my sister? Those that do the work of God are my brothers and sisters and mother. See, those that doing the work of God has the reward. So what we gotta understand, no matter how many degrees a man may have, no matter how many rings and trophies you have, so what is your reward when you get ready to leave the earth. Although when you die, they said, well, he was the greatest basketball player they ever played. Well, he was the ever best player that ever knew and played the game. But brothers, sisters, I would have died to live for the Lord in the time. Because if we live for him. And if we die for him. So whether we live or die, we belong with God.